Risk management solutions are important to any financial institution, and many of them are considering moving from an on-prem solution to a cloud SaaS-based solution. We'll talk about some of the ways companies can be sure that they're making the right choice. This is Vincent Kim, Data Science Manager at Feedzai, and this is Feedzai's Financial Crime News Weekly Update. Data scientists like working on cloud-based solutions, on cloud SaaS platforms, more than they do working on-prem. It's a lot easier to consolidate all of your rules and machine learning models in the same place, and it's easy to collaborate and share that information with others on your team. In the cloud, we can quickly scale the platform to analyze these huge data sets. There was a certain company, they were on-prem, and they had this massive operation. They were processing many transactions per second to determine if those transactions were fraudulent or not. They realized they had an opportunity to introduce a new channel of transactions. This would have increased the number of transactions they were scoring daily by 20%. And in order to be able to process and store more data, they would have to purchase more machines. And that process was going to take months. However, they wanted to realize the value in weeks. On-prem, they had these limitations because they had to buy the machines, they had to set them up, configure them. But when they moved to cloud later, they could just scale the system without going through all of the red tape. Usually, companies that have been on-prem have some common concerns. Companies say that our internal teams, we trust them to ensure that our systems are safe and secure. A lot of times those internal teams take a long time to create security patches. Even though they're specialists, the nature of the on-prem platform doesn't necessarily enable them as much as a cloud platform where you can quickly create updates and patches without disrupting your system that's live. There was a recent security issue. It was related to something called Log4j, a common logging software package used in many different applications. People were able to get access to various systems, look at data they weren't supposed to be looking at, access systems they weren't supposed to be accessing. It affected companies around the world. In order to patch the vulnerability, they had to affect a piece of code that is in a lot of applications. Companies didn't know how it would affect their systems, if it would start to break things that were live in production. These cloud SaaS solutions were able to address this issue faster than on-prem typically. We don't know what types of security concerns will be out there. We don't know what types of attacks we'll run into, but we do know that if we go with a cloud SaaS solution, we can put ourselves in a position to quickly react and avoid those types of issues. What are your biggest concerns about working with a cloud-based platform? Let us know in the comments below. Thanks for watching. This has been your Feedzai Financial Crime News Weekly Update.